I've been up for a while now, it's 5:16. And before we get any masks on our face or anything like that, I split up these toning pads. Have you guys seen the really big package? It's kind of a trend in Korea to make these popular products humongous. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want it because I love these pads. So what I do is, we're almost done, and I split this in half and I apply it on my cheeks. And then you don't want to forget your forehead. So yeah, this is such a sad empty. I should buy more. Okay, and then we have this. Split this in half. Guys, I cannot recommend these toning pads enough. They just really keep me hydrated before I get any of my creams on. And then we split this and then we apply it to the top of our heads so that it's just taking up more of your forehead space. And for about 30 minutes to 45, this should stay wet and not dry out on you. These are my top 3, where this, I felt an immediate tightening where I took it off and my skin felt tighter, which is a very hard thing to achieve. This is great, what I have on right now, for hydration and technically hyperpigmentation. And this, which is a vitamin C, I really enjoy this too. I felt it stuck really well on my face, and because it is a vitamin C niacinamide, there are great ingredients being infused while you're waking up and drinking your coffee. So again, here are my top 3 when it comes to toning pads, pads that really do the job when I don't have the effort. There is one thing that I ended up getting for Black Friday. I did not get a deal on it, but I had a $100 gift card to Rescue Spa, and after thinking about what to get, I got Danucera's Master Mask, because the product that we're gonna talk about, the product that I cannot live without, is her first mask, which is the Cerebomb. She has 2 masks, and this is what I mean. So half of my face. So do you see how all of a sudden my skin looks so much healthier and like vibrant? You just see the glow literally on one side. You don't see that same glow happening on the other side. It's literally just this side. That's probably the reason why a lot of people also use this mixed with a little bit of blush, so then they get that like highlight. But let's spread this over to the other side. My question now though is, how does this Cerebomb differ from the new mask that I got, which is even more expensive? This comes in 2 sizes. The one that I have is at around $100, and they have a half size at $55. It could be used as either a cleanser or a mask. And the reason why I use it as a mask versus a cleanser is because I want the benefits penetrating into my face as much as possible. And when it's just a cleanse, you're rubbing it on and literally rubbing it off. I see the most benefits when I keep this on my face for a very long time, even for the whole day. And again, this lasts for a while. This may be my 2nd or 3rd jar, but it's this gel-like texture. You'll feel the immediate difference. Again, it's hard to explain, but you'll feel it and you will see it. If you do not know, Danucera is the only skincare brand that is founded by Rescue Spa's owner, Danuta. And because she is so skilled, because she knows exactly what she's talking about in terms of luxury spa skincare, like my favorite Biologique Recherche, I trust that her formulations are not there just for her to make money. It's there to bring something to the market that's not there. And I find that with the few products that I have tried, I've also tried her lotion, which I don't recommend as much as her mask, in terms of being a standout, unique product that really is elevated from everything else that I have tried. At the end of this video, we are going to try her master mask together. A couple of samples that came with it. We have the Beaumont and we have an ISO placenta cream from Biologique. But don't use it close to your eyes. That's the one thing, because somehow, some way, it just ends up seeping in. So that's the only thing. Don't use this by your eye, but everything else, your forehead, your cheeks, your neck, your chin, perfect for when you first get up in the morning and you want that's sort of a boost or a treatment. Now, talking about Biologique Recherche, I speak about this all the time, and at this point, it's pointless because it's no longer being made. And this is the last jar of the Cream Vernix. They have a new version, but I've heard that it's a thinner form. And the point of this cream, the reason why to me there is literally nothing that beats it, is that it makes my pores, and I have these, right now I picked up my skin, so ignore the scars, but I have these like holes, and that's from picking since I've been really, really young. And I swear, any little bit of a difference is meaningful to me. This is the only thing that will help when my skin is looking dull or when my pores are looking even larger than normal. And the fact that it's discontinued, the fact that it no longer exists, and there is truly nothing else in this world like it, makes me very sad. My journey is to find the next cream mask of Vernix because I've been a fan for so many years, and it's expensive, but I promise you there is nothing else worth that like $225. So this is the lotion that I cannot live without, that soon I will have to live without, but I'm thinking about how the hell to get around that. If you watch my videos, some of this is really gonna seem like a repeat, but I swear I only talk about these products because they are that good. And for acne, we're gonna talk about Mie Lindstrom and her problem solver. I'm not gonna get too much into it, but if you're looking for any kind of a mud mask that is very green, very effective in terms of A, bringing the acne to a point, or B, getting rid of your acne scars, we're gonna start with my chin over here. This is the perfect consistency. Because when it comes to acne scars, and you guys just saw, things were not looking great, this is the only thing that helps. I feel like I live in the moment like 50% of the time, and then the other like maybe 30% or 25 even, I'm worrying about the future. But then I ask myself like, why? When I believe I know it's gonna be okay. As I wait for this to dry, I want to mention there are two eye masks that I find to be superb, amazing. And that's the Biologique Recherche eye masks and the Mask skincare eye mask. Before Bethany Frankel was so popular in regards to skincare and being a beauty influencer, she mentioned something about Mask skincare. And I caught it, so then I bought some masks and their serum, and truly, especially their eye mask and whatever they infuse the eye mask with, they have a serum version, which is an empty at this point for me. But there is nothing that makes me glow like those specific masks. They use CBD and their formulas are so clean. I've been really paranoid lately about parabens and things in perfumes and everyday products that are straight up killing us and giving us cancer. Steve, I think Barnett, just had a podcast with a doctor speaking about all of this in the CEO of a diary. When it comes to hyperpigmentation, we all know Dr. Idris's fast-growing skincare company, and I did a 3-day test, as in if I put a copious amount of this product on my face, will it make a difference? And it did a little bit, but after using this every single day, from that moment on, I noticed a huge difference in terms of how much lighter my pigmentation has become. It has probably gone down in a little bit more than a month and a half to 2 months by 50%. And I'm not done. If you know, this comes with 2 refills, and this has not even gone through the first pack. So during my 1-month-long hiatus, I went to the general doctor, got my blood test. I went to the dermatologist because there are just some moles on my body that maybe from birth, I have been questioning, and we're all clear. I also got a retinol prescription, but what I decided to do, and why Zoe Skin Health is on the list for skincare products that I cannot live without, it is an order that I made instead of my prescription because, you guys, Zoe Skin Health retinol is the strongest retinol I have ever felt. And that may not be the best way to gauge if that's a retinol for you, because I'm telling you, I see and feel a crazy burn and actual peeling of my face when I apply the Zoe Skin. Whereas with the retinol, I think at a 0.25 or 0.025, even maybe at a 0.05, I didn't feel anything. And again, not to say you need to feel a sting, you need to feel a crazy amount of something, but I just know that Zoe works. And my warning to you guys, do not go into Zoe if you're new with retinol. Take it so slow, meaning take a little drop and mix it in with your lotion at first, every other night. Don't go straight into it, because as someone that did, I was peeling completely and my neck was very, very red and burning. So I want to talk about Zoe Skin Health because I'm calling out their retinol for being great, but I've tried a couple other things like their pore tightener and their exfoliating pads. They weren't that special. They weren't that out of the ordinary. So it's only the retinol. Another note, just quickly, this is month two of being unemployed, and I'm ready, guys. I'm ready to get my portfolio completely together and start applying by the end of the week. So remember those samples we were talking about? So very popular, Elta MD, it's a sunscreen company. We all know this. And my only thing is, why is oxynotide the first 7.5 ingredient? It's known to disturb hormones, and that's never good. And that's why there's a huge debate over chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens. And that makes me unhappy. Like, this is going to the garbage. I don't want to use oxynotide, and that's why I literally only use mineral sunscreens. Alaskan is another spa skincare company. They're pretty big, but this one product from them, they also have hyaluronic acids, they have post-procedure products, and they're okay. I've tried like the $200, $300 serums from them, but out of everything, this is my 6th tube, and this is the only product to me that I keep needing over and over. And my sister says that the Elta MD tinted mineral is similar, but I find that this spreads easier, and at the end of applying, it makes me glow. And I just feel with the Elta MD, it's not as good as the Elastin for me. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something about this that, again, if it gives me a boost, if it makes me look a little better because I'm not a big makeup user, that is a big plus for me. The only thing that I will use, and this is a green beauty company, everything that this company makes, Kaiser Weiss, is great. They have a face oil that I used all of, so that's an empty now. And they have a couple of skincare products, but they're more makeup. They're more makeup in the sense of green beauty, and the ingredients are very nice. When it comes to a kind of like pressed concealer for spots, and even though I have this mask on, you will see how great it is at covering just wherever it is you need. And this lasts for so long, and whenever you do buy a new one, this is illusion. If you have my complexion, this is your color. All that you need to replace is that square bit of makeup. So highly recommend this brand, very beautiful, and the formulations are really, really superb. This is the one product that I love from Kaiser Weiss, and I have my eye on when I see any bit of a deal going on, because even though, as with the rest of most of these products, except for the moisturizer and serums, this is a once a year type of a purchase. Good morning, guys. Yesterday I passed out at like, I don't know, 8 o'clock. So today we are up at, I was up earlier than that at like 5:30. But let's talk about the last couple products that I find I cannot live without. And the concept is this sort of a rolly thing. You already know I love this. When I get up in the morning, I feel a little bit dry in the face, and then I apply this. But I've noticed this applicator being used for a couple other things, and I am a huge fan. You're forced to massage your face while you apply. Today we have strivectin. You already know, I opened this a while ago, but the same contraption where if it's off, you turn it on, you squeeze a bit out, and for this, the first thing I do in the morning is apply it to my neck. And I mentioned this before, don't forget your chest, you guys, because I'm noticing some creases. After you apply it, make sure to shift it back to the off and to keep spreading it around until it's absorbed. And if you want more help, because as I get older, I really do notice the creases on my hands. Just spread the love all around. So when it comes to products with applications like this, a huge fan, and what I will also be purchasing is a retinol version of this Rolly by, I think it's Skin Food, but I need to do a little bit of research. I don't think, honestly, they are the most sanitary, but it gets the job done, and because you normally clean your face before any of this application, it's worth it. I made a video a while back about Samantha Ellis's prequel. The texture, something is just not right about the texture and the way that they smell, but some products are great. And the one product that I find that I will be repurchasing is their foot rescue. I think there are about 2 to 3 more products that I have not tried from the making of my video. In case you wonder what this noise is. And this is their foot rescue, which is kind of like a petroleum. And as you can see, I'm almost done. But during the winter months, when I feel like my legs and my feet literally look white and ashy, this is truly the rescue that I need. I believe it's under $15, maybe $11. The great thing about this petroleum is not scented and it's not sticky, where with Vaseline and with a bit waxier textures, it tends to stick, which is not the most comfortable when you're going to bed or when you are pressing up on sheets and things like that. Before I start editing my video, I want you to look at my skin before the routine, and this is after the routine, obviously, but where my skin was a couple hours ago, because you all know that I have an issue with picking, especially when I'm stressed out, which is what's going on with me right now. Just pay attention, because it really is a testament to what a skincare routine can do and why I am all about, even though the products are expensive, buying things that are truly worth every single dollar that they cost. The time has finally come, you guys, but I have a little bit of battery. I'm hoping we're good. So this is the Master Mask, which is a little bit more expensive than the Cerebum and the second mask from Danucera's skincare line. It looks identical from the first glance. I already know it's gonna be an orange type of a texture. You can tell pretty much immediately. Definitely no fragrance. It smells like scientific stuff. Interesting, guys. Medium to thick consistency. This is supposed to be extremely hydrating and a lot of just kind of nutritious skin food ingredients. I wonder where this orange is coming from. It smells very scientific, sort of like how Biologique smells, but in a good way. I wonder who Danucera works with. Like what laboratory? Because Biologique Recherche has their own lab, so it's not like they work with like a private or a white label factory. I could feel it on my skin. It feels thick. I feel a tiny bit of a cooling sensation, but again, I did picking on my face, so maybe that's the reason why. I am gonna leave this on for a while. Okay guys, so what is in here? It's the multi-mineral compound, microalgae, kombucha, sunflower, amino acids, plant collagen, and vitamin E, 115 bucks. So I don't know yet. I can never really tell you what's up with something the first time I use it. So Give me a little bit. After one whole nap, this is like 3 hours later. Let's take off the Danucera Master Mask and see what my skin looks like, and then routine time. Guys, I really like this mask. Off the bat, it feels like you are rubbing off a really moisturizing, nourishing, pudding-like kind of a texture off your face, so it won't come off really fast. You really need to kind of massage it in as it's being wiped off with the water. But as you're going through the cleanse, you just feel your face getting really nourished. And right now, this is not like a slippery clean type of a rinse off. It's more like there's a bit of a film on my face, but we are going to use Biologique Recherche P50 as a toner, and that will probably ensure everything's completely rubbed off. I would almost say I feel night and day in terms of how nourished my face feels after that. And I highly, again, P50, and I have the 1970 waiting for me once I'm done with this. And this is something that I use and will always have ready to go in my routine. So P50, if I haven't mentioned it, a product I definitely cannot live without. Guys, look at this. Let's go in, first step with, I only apply this to these areas, 1, 2 on my face, because I don't want to use this up too quickly, and this is where I have my hyperpigmentation. I notice when I focus on just those 2 areas, there's a huge difference. Again, I pointed this out before, but this is a spot that was infinitely darker before. Do you see this milia, guys? I feel like my milia is poppable, and my dermatologist told me that he can laser it off, but I don't know, you guys. I don't know. And because a master mask was so nourishing, let's just finish off with Biologique's Mask Vernix. I think it's this pudding texture that I'm really all about. So, when it comes to masking, I really feel like Danucera is formulating her products very differently than anything I've tried before, making her products really worth it. I feel like my skin looks so much better than earlier this morning in a matter of a couple of hours, you guys.